Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mind Map. Today's topic of discussion is cropping pattern in India. First of all, we will discuss about the introduction of the topic. Then we will discuss about types of cropping systems in India, factors affecting cropping pattern in India, challenges, government initiatives and practice questions. First of all, moving on to the introduction of the topic. Cropping pattern refers to the proportion of area under different crops at a point in time, how these proportions change over space and time, the sequence of crops planted on a specific piece of land, and the technological and socio-economic factors that determine such choices. It reflects a region's or country's agricultural practices, including crop rotation, crop diversification, and cropping intensity, influenced by climatic, irrigation, and economic factors. Now let's discuss about types of cropping systems in India. Major types of cropping systems practiced in India are: first is monocropping or sole cropping. Only one crop is grown on a piece of land year after year. Examples are continuous cultivation of rice or wheat in the same field. Second is multiple cropping, growing two or more crops on the same piece of land in one agricultural year. Types include double cropping, two crops in a year, that is, rice followed by wheat in the Indo-Gangetic plains, and triple cropping, three crops in a year. Third is mixed cropping. Two or more crops are grown simultaneously on the same piece of land, aimed at minimizing risk and making use of resources efficiently. Examples are growing wheat and gram or groundnut and sunflower together. Intercropping. Two or more crops are grown together in a way that they do not compete with each other for resources. Different crops are planted in alternate rows or other specified patterns. Examples are sorghum with pigeon pea or groundnut with sunflower. Relay cropping. One crop is planted before the first crop is harvested, ensures continuous ground cover, reducing soil erosion and optimizing land use. Example is sowing wheat in a standing cotton crop. Ratoon cropping. After harvesting the main crop, the crop's stubble is allowed to sprout again and a second crop is obtained from the same planting. Commonly used in sugarcane and certain varieties of rice. Crop rotation. Different crops are grown sequentially on the same piece of land in a pre-planned succession. Helps in breaking the life cycle of pests and diseases and improves soil health. Examples are rice wheat rotation, sugarcane mustard rotation, or maize pulses rotation. Alley cropping. Growing crops in between rows of trees. The trees can act as windbreakers, help in soil conservation, and sometimes fix nitrogen. Agroforestry. Combining the cultivation of crops with the cultivation of trees, either simultaneously or sequentially. Helps in soil conservation, provides additional income from timber, and aids biodiversity. Aquaculture or integrated farming. Integrating fish farming with crop cultivation. The waste from one component, example fish excreta, can serve as a resource for the other, that is, fertilizer for crops. Now let's discuss about factors affecting cropping pattern in India. Cropping patterns in India are primarily influenced by factors like: based on seasons. First is Kharif monsoon season. Sowing time June to July. Harvest time September-October. Major crops: rice, cotton, jowar, bajra, maize, groundnuts, soybean, urad, tur, that is pigeon pea. Rabi winter season. Sowing time October-December. Harvest time March-April. Major crops: wheat, barley, mustard, gram, peas, sunflower. Zaid summer season. Sowing time March-April. Harvest time June-July. Major crops: watermelon, cucumber, fodder crops, moong, that is green gram. Based on water source, rain-fed crops. Cultivation relies primarily on rainfall. Found in areas with limited access to irrigation, including parts of central and eastern India. Crops: millets like jowar, bajra, pulses, oil seeds. Irrigated crops. Cultivation with the help of artificial means of irrigation such as canals, wells and tanks. Predominant in regions like the Indo-Gangetic plains, parts of Tamil Nadu and other areas with robust irrigation infrastructure. Crops include rice, wheat, sugarcane, cotton. Based on agro-climatic zones. Coastal areas. Crops: rice, coconut, cashew, groundnut. Desert regions, example Rajasthan. Crops are bajra, mustard, groundnut, pulses. Himalayan region, crops are rice, wheat, barley, apple, saffron. Plateau region, example Deccan Plateau, crops include jowar, bajra, ragi, cotton, groundnut. Other factors: soil type, alluvial soil suitable for rice, wheat, sugarcane; black soil suitable for cotton, soybean, sorghum; red and laterite soil suitable for millets, pulses, cashew. Technological factors: the advent of high yielding varieties and green revolution practices changed cropping patterns in some regions with a shift towards rice and wheat. Socio-economic factors: government policies, market demand, price support mechanisms, and globalization can influence farmers' decisions regarding which crops to cultivate. Now let's have a look at challenges. First is overemphasis on rice and wheat. Post the Green Revolution, there was a heavy reliance on rice and wheat due to assured procurement, price support, and subsidies. This has led to reduced cultivation of other traditional and nutritionally rich crops like millets and pulses. Declining soil fertility. Continuous monocropping and intensive farming without adequate replenishment of the soil have led to the depletion of essential soil nutrients. Water scarcity and overexploitation. The emphasis on water-intensive crops, especially in water-scarce regions, has led to the over-extraction of groundwater. This results in lowering of the water table and, in some places, has caused land subsidence. Lack of crop diversification. There is a lack of diversification in many farming regions. This not only affects the nutritional intake but also heightens the risk associated with crop failure. Pest and disease attacks. Continuous cultivation of a single crop or a limited set of crops can increase the vulnerability to pests and diseases, which can sometimes lead to large-scale crop failures. Land degradation. Certain cropping patterns contribute to land degradation, including salinity, desertification, and loss of biodiversity. Socioeconomic factors, government policies, subsidies, and procurement priorities often influence cropping choices, sometimes leading to unsustainable patterns. Now lastly, let's discuss about government initiatives. The Government of India has initiated various schemes and programs over the years to support and uplift the agricultural sector, ensuring food security, improving livelihoods, and promoting sustainable farming. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, that is PM Kisan, provides financial support to small and marginal farmers. Under this scheme, eligible farmers receive a fixed amount annually in installments directly into their bank accounts. Kisan Credit Card or KCC, a credit delivery mechanism to provide farmers with timely access to credit for agricultural and related activities. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana or PM-KSY aims to expand cultivated areas with assured irrigation, reduce wastage of water, and improve water use efficiency. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana or PM-FBY, a comprehensive crop insurance scheme that provides coverage against losses due to unforeseen events. National Agriculture Market or eNAM, an online trading platform for agricultural commodities aiming to create a unified national market for agriculture producers. Soil Health Card Scheme provides farmers with information about the nutrient status of the soil, enabling them to apply fertilizers more efficiently. National Food Security Mission or NFSM aims to increase the production of rice, wheat, pulses, and coarse cereals through area expansion and productivity enhancement. And National Livestock Mission or NLM aims to ensure the quantitative and qualitative improvement of livestock production. Now moving on to practice questions. First of all, prelims based question. The practice of growing two or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of land is known as monocropping, mixed cropping, ratoon cropping, or crop rotation. And now maize practice. Elaborate on the significance of diversifying cropping patterns in the face of climate change in India. Discuss how regional variations, water availability, and soil health play a crucial role in determining optimal cropping patterns. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.